Now this is a very hard question. Oh man, why did you have to put me on a spot like this?
Welcome to the very first episode of No Skips, a brand new interactive hip-hop show that I'm starting here on the very channel, made up of 5 segments that include special guests, challenges, reactions, hot takes, and much more. I already dropped a trailer on my social media kind of breaking down how everything is gonna work, but since this is the very first episode and a lot of you are probably confused as to what's happening, I'll be explaining things as the show goes on. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, but I've talked enough already. Let's just get into the show. So for the very first segment on No Skips, we have what is called the hot seat. This is where I answer all your toughest rap-related questions and hot takes. However, there is a twist. There's only 1 minute on the clock. I don't know where I'm pointing, but it's gonna be somewhere on the top of the screen. For this episode, I picked all your hot takes from my last community post, but for future episodes, it's important that you drop your hot takes and questions in the comment section down below. All you have to do is write hot take and then whatever you have to say. Also, try to make them interesting, and the harder the better. What did you say? Okay, that was a bad choice of words. I'm gonna start the timer in 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. All right, Juice WRLD had more talent than 90% of rappers. I'm gonna say yes, especially with this newer generation. That's been proven pretty obviously with his freestyling ability and just his ability to make hits as well. So I'm gonna say yes. Goodbye and Good Riddance is better than Death Race for Love. Yes, just has more classics like All Girls Are the Same and Candles. Lucid Dreams was an absolute smash. Lil Skies is mad underrated for his lyrical ability. Yes, I would say like songs like Welcome to the Rodeo, he really showcases his lyrical talent, and I think he doesn't get enough credit for it. Kid Cudi is one of the most influential artists of all time. Yeah, that one's pretty obvious. Man of the Moon, those 2 albums, absolute classics, and yeah, influenced a whole sound, especially with Kanye West and then Travis Scott. People don't really call Post Malone a rapper anymore. Yeah, he's like a pop star, I would say. I don't really consider him that much of a rapper. He's really kind of crossed over into the pop lane. Uzi makes every Playboi Carti song better. That's a hot... Oh, okay, well the timer's up, but I gotta... Oh, this thing will shut up. For that last one, Uzi would make every Playboi Carti song better. I would say no, but I mean, they sound great together, but I don't think he would make every song better. You guys just let me know what you think in the comments. I wanna hear what you guys have to say. All right, so for the second segment on No Skips, we have what is called moments. Each episode, one special moment that has taken place in the world of rap will be picked, and I will be kind of running through the background of that event, highlighting why it is special, and hopefully bringing back some nostalgia to you guys because everyone loves nostalgia. So for today's episode, we're gonna be rewinding the clock back to August 6th of 2018 to take a look at Mac Miller's Tiny Desk concert. Although I haven't talked about him much on the channel, Mac Miller has been one of my favorite artists for years now, as his music has helped me through a lot. Random side note, but whenever I go out to the clubs or whatever, people come up to me and say I kind of look like him. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Anyways, what really stands out about Mac is that he's one of the few artists that was able to truly evolve his sound with each project he released. He was easily one of the most talented musicians, artists / producer, pretty much everything of our generation, who has unfortunately left us way too soon. If you were not familiar with the Tiny Desk concert series, the name pretty much sums it up. It's a series of performances in a tiny room with live instruments, background vocalists, and overall just amazing energy. Mac Miller had just released his album Swimming on August 3rd of 2018, so just about 3 days prior, and was performing tracks off the project for the first time in front of an audience, with 2009 being a standout song off the album for many people, including myself. It was quite special to see him perform it in this setting. Something about live instruments and raw vocals just hits different. And the emotion that Mac brought with this performance made it a moment that millions of fans of not just Mac Miller himself, but of music will never forget. For the third segment, we have what is the self-titled No Skips challenge, where I will be picking 3 of your submissions each episode and reacting to your music. But again, there's a twist. The goal is for me to listen through your entire track without hitting skip and moving on to the next artist. But don't be discouraged if I do skip your track. Just use it as motivation and submit your music again in the future and see if you can get further in the challenge next time. If you guys do successfully beat the No Skips challenge, I'll be giving you a shout out in the next episode. And also, I just decided I'll be throwing your tracks onto my Spotify playlist until the next episode as well. So for the very first contestant, we have Just Dre with the track called Dinero Guap. I'm hoping we get some no skips right off the bat. I think that would be super exciting, but let's see what happens. Let's get it. Let's see what Just Dre's got. Woo! I like it. Okay, so I can pause the track. That doesn't mean that I skip it. So I just want to be able to give some feedback. I'll be announcing if I do skip the track, but I like it. It has that real kind of gonna drip too hard vibe to it. I need to keep listening a little bit more just to see. We might have a no skip already. I like the little ski mask ad-libs. I don't know if you guys caught that. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna let it run a little bit longer. I think we have our first no skip. I had to do it. I had to give it. This was really solid. I'm gonna let it play through. Congratulations, Just Dre. Hopefully I say your name right, but yeah, you got the first no skip. Let me know what you guys think. Did that deserve a no skip? You'll be getting a shout out, and this song, if you do have it on Spotify, I'll be throwing it on my playlist, but let's move on to the next artist. All right, so next up we have Junior Dollar with a track called Come Find Us, produced also by Junior Dollar. That's impressive. Maybe even bonus points for producing it yourself.
Yeah, like that.
I like the little ad-libs with the intro.
These haters feeling bad, I'm never gonna feel the same. They say clout leads you to fame, but I think clout is just one big old game.
So I can tell you have a lot of potential, but that mix and mastering is kind of throwing me off. I think I'm gonna have to give the first skip. Thank you so much for submitting. I really appreciate it. Dude, just keep grinding, man. Keep working. Everybody go show him some love. I'll be dropping all the SoundCloud links or Spotify links in the description down below. All right, so for the third and final artist of No Skips, we got Monty with the track When We Met. So let's get it. I like the instrumental already. Woohoo! All right, right off the bat, I love this style of music so much. Like, this is definitely the lane that I tend to listen to on SoundCloud. It sounds really good so far, Monty. I miss the days we were together, but it's all gone. I don't wanna think about the time that we left off, yeah. The hook, this damn hook is so damn catchy. This might be my favorite for this episode. I'm feeling another no skip. Let's just run it through. Woo! Vocals are also super crisp too. See, the mix on this song is great, in my opinion. This is the kind of song that I imagine myself listening to in the car drive, summer day, got my arm around my girl. I don't have a girl, but if I did, I don't know what the f I'm saying, but it's really good. Yeah, I'm gonna let it run through. Congratulations, Monty. That was my favorite song of the day. The hook on that track, so catchy, so good. But with that being said, we got a special guest waiting in the next segment, so cue the playlist. So for this fourth segment on No Skips, we have what is called the playlist, which is one of my personal favorites because we get to find out what other artists and creators are listening to. But who gives a f what I think? Let's just introduce the first guest. With over 700,000 subscribers and one of the most recognizable voices in hip hop, BlackySpeakz has achieved quite a lot since starting his channel back on April 9th of 2017. If you are watching this video right now, I can almost guarantee that you have seen one of his videos, or at least had his signature gray and red thumbnails pop up on your recommended feed. With thought-provoking rap commentary and analysis, he has without a doubt left a mark on the game. This man has supported me and my channel for a minute now, and I am super grateful for that. But before we dive into the music, BlackySpeakz, How are you doing, bro?
No, I'm doing pretty good, bro. Hopefully you're doing well yourself.
So what does your playlist look like at the moment?
So as far as songs go, I've had that NLE Choppa and Roddy collab, Walk 'Em Down, on repeat. Honestly, I just can't get enough of it. Polo G also dropped a very dope track recently called D&D, so I've consistently been listening to that as well. Now, as far as albums go, Forest Hills Drive by J. Cole has been in rotation for me personally. I of course loved this album the second it dropped, but right now, I don't know what it is. It's just sounding better than it's ever sounded before. Speaker Knockers is also a big part of my playlist right now. I've had his tracks Don't Know, We Know, and Tattoos in constant rotation, so to anyone out there who's never listened to Speaker Knockers before, definitely check out these tracks. They're all really great.
What new music are you looking forward to the most this year?
To answer that question, I would definitely say Kendrick Lamar. First of all, it's been over 3 years since he dropped anything, and plus Kendrick is high-key a genius. I just can't see how whatever he drops next wouldn't absolutely take the whole world by storm. I just feel like he's probably gonna shake up the whole game with his next release. And also, since he's one of my favorite rappers out right now, I'm very excited for some new Polo G music. And J. Cole too. There's been some rumors that he's gonna drop an album this year, so if that happens, I can't wait to hear it.
If you could only listen to one project for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Now this is a very hard question. Oh man, why did you have to put me on a spot like this? Damn it. Anyway, so if I had to pick one, probably this thing called Life by August Alsina.
So this is kind of a tough one. Do you have any guilty pleasure songs? Like tracks you might be embarrassed to share with others?
Oh yeah man, for sure. One that comes to mind is Boss by Lil Pump.
Lastly, on behalf of the hip hop community, I have to ask, BlackySpeakz, are you really Roddy Ricch in disguise?
And this is where we end this conversation. No comment. I'm out of here, man. Peace.
So for the fifth and final segment, we have song battles. Each episode, 2 songs will be going up against each other. You guys at home have to vote for which track you think is better, and the song with the most votes will carry over into the next episode as champion. To start things off, I had BlackySpeakz choose one song, and I will also be choosing a song as well. So let's now reveal what BlackySpeakz chose for the song battle. So as you guys just saw, BlackySpeakz chose War Baby by Roddy Ricch. For some reason, I had a feeling he was gonna pick a Roddy song. It's gonna be really hard to beat, but let's now reveal what I picked for this song battle. So I selected one of my favorite tracks at the moment, Sick and Tired by Iann Dior, Machine Gun Kelly, and the legend himself, Travis Barker. The choice is up to you. The poll should be on the top of the screen right now. May the best song win. Yo, so I hope you guys enjoyed the very first episode of No Skips. Make sure to hit the like button if you did, and also let me know in the comments section down below who you want to see as a guest next on the show. Make sure to subscribe if you're new, as I'll be dropping 2 episodes a week along with 1 big video a month. Big shout out to the homie BlackySpeakz for being the very first guest on No Skips. I can't thank you enough, man, for taking part. Lastly, I'm going to be concluding each episode with a soundbite from some of my favorite artists. So with that being said, here's Juice Wrld to end off today's episode.
You just gotta stay true to yourself and make sure that you're aware of your potential, and make sure that you know that we're all human beings, we all on the same earth. So with that being said, you can achieve anything, if not more than what you see other people achieving. And that's facts.